we all is mute. So okay. All right. Welcome to the bar table talk with Skittles and Shy Shy. Today we have a great topic today. What's the topic today, Shy Shy?
The topic today is emotional cheating the same as physical cheating?
Okay, and we have a guest.
Mm-hmm.
So here's our girl. Hey, Crystal, how you doing, girl?
Good. How are you guys?
Oh,
I'm pretty good.
it's a good Sunday. It's a good Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so topic of discussion. Take it away, Shy.
Is emotional cheating the same as physical cheating? In my opinion, they are both just as harmful. They both cause the same amount of harm to a relationship. Emotional cheating makes the other person feel like that you can't come to them, and so it still causes damage, makes people feel alone in a relationship. So I think that they are equally not good for a relationship.
Okay, so what do you think, Crystal?
I agree with Shay Shay. While emotional cheating does not come with any kind of physical stuff, you invest into that relationship with someone on a very deep emotional level.
Okay, so I think for me, I think emotional cheating is higher than physical cheating. The reason why I say that is because I feel like emotional is more damage than physical cheating. That's just my view, because I take emotional as, that person can play with your mind. That person can then just get up in your mind and just twist it around. Other than physical cheating, you go home from a one night stand, you just like, oh, it is what it is, But emotional cheating, after you go home, you gonna think about that the night, the next day, and so I feel like emotional cheating is higher than physical cheating. What you think?
I can see your point. How, like, okay, so emotional cheating, you're telling this person your innermost secrets, things that are deep, deeply close to you. You're becoming vulnerable with that person. And then physical cheating, sometimes it was just physical. There was no emotional connection. I still think they do the same amount of damage, but I can see your point.
Okay. What you think, Crystal?
I totally agree with you that emotional cheating is more worse than physical cheating, especially in today's culture, where a lot of physical intimacy happens on first dates a lot of times, and it's hard for people to engage at that emotional level and go deeper and understand people.
Yes, and that's okay, Crystal. Didn't take it like that. She needed a pause. Yes, let's a pause, Crystal. But no,
we live in the age of Sex in the City. Women are embracing their sexuality and their empowerment.
Yes, that is true. And then nowadays we do have the new generation of females, where some of them would go out there, don't sleep with them, and might be not sleep with them for a whole month, and then the guy leave. But I feel like okay, so we all agree on that. So what's the next topic? Let's get into it.
Would you stay in a relationship with someone who emotionally cheated?
Ooh. See, me, I think no. Because knowing a woman, and because I am a woman, that I think she would be more into that person than me. Because I'm unemotional there. And then her needs and stuff like that. But I feel like nowadays people do not communicate, don't open their mouth and say, you know what, this is what I'm not getting from you. Because they're afraid of the other person's reaction. What you think, Crystal?
Well, that one's a tough one. Younger Crystal would have stayed with someone and tried to make things work out. Crystal today would walk away.
That is true. I think when we was younger, we were still learning and naive and sure in the relationships we was in, and now that we older, we think back about it, Rachel, like, why was I with this person? like I did everything, and then we tend to not doubt ourselves, to be like, wow, I was really stupid, what do you think, Shay?
I think that I would not stay in a relationship with somebody who emotionally cheated, because the trust, it still gets broken that way. I think that me personally, like in a relationship, you're building trust with that person in the relationship. And you have this expectation that if you're sharing these deep things with that person, that they feel comfortable sharing with you, and it's a give and take. But then when it seems like it turns into just take, and the other person's not giving, but then you find out they're giving to somebody else, it's like betrayal. It feels like this huge betrayal. And then you see the person and you're like, how do you move forward from that? You're always going to think about that and wonder if they're still betraying you. So then it's like the relationship it can't continue. It won't continue the same.
So you develop a trust issue towards that person, correct?
Yeah, the trust you'd have to rebuild it, and it would be hard to rebuild it.
I'm not rebuilding it. I'm just you did something emotional, and then how would I know it wasn't physical? I wouldn't know that, you know?
And then you're like, are they even going to tell me if it...
Right, and then I'm just like, and if this your friend, and this been your friend for a long time, I'm just like, how you don't know this friend liked you from the beginning?
Yeah,
you don't know.
It just brings all these questions. Like, I have questions now, and then it takes a toll.
Yeah, I totally agree, but I'm just like, nowadays it's crazy. Like, I see little girls, they be getting in a relationship, and then the guys just be lying, and then the little girls grow up to be mean, but it's because they've been through sucky relationship. I feel like a teenagers, like me, when I was growing up, I didn't get in relationships at all. Not until I was actually 23, to be honest. So when I was 18, 19, 20, no, I was single. I was trying to find where I needed to be in life and where I wanted to go. I feel like if I did get in a relationship when I was 18, I feel like it would have caused more damage to me. What you feel, Crystal?
That's so mature of you at such a young age.
I didn't think about that until I got older, and I was just like, oh. And then everybody's like, oh, when did you start dating? I'm just like, my early 20s, because I didn't want nobody, to be honest. Like, I didn't want to feel that first heart, break at a young age. I think I would have went through my life angry, mad, not understanding why this happened to me. So I didn't put myself in those situations. So yeah, and then as I got in my early 20s, that's when I was like, you know what, let me experience this. I experienced it, heart broke multiple times,
Aww.
but I was able to be in my 20s. I was able to handle the emotion and the heartbreak, and
Yeah.
I realized like, dang, I lose a lot of weight when I'm heartbroken. All right. So we all agree on that one. What's the next one, Shy?
The next one is, do you think that emotional cheating always leads to physical cheating?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that.
Especially for women.
Yeah, no, especially for women, definitely for men as well.
Yeah.
But I think that emotional cheating opens a door that kind of makes you more comfortable. If you weren't comfortable before, you're more comfortable now sleeping with that person.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be like, ooh, you know how to get to me.
Yeah.
Yes, honey. Yeah, he'd be like, ooh, I know how to get to you mentally, and then that's when you mentally fucked. Like, because next thing you know, he over there passing you wine and y'all just chatting it up like, he like, yeah. But you know what's in his mind? I'm gonna get them draws.
Yeah,
that's it. That's in his mind. He's just like, yeah, get him drunk. Probably ask her little questions like, oh, so how that that other guy, and then she'd be like, we're not talking about him right now. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I swear. That show that we watch, what is it with I'm in a secret relationship. That show would have you like, what?
So many questions.
Yeah.
It's so many questions. I'm like, no, he didn't. Just called him out here, and he over there cheating too.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, I just started, but you still cheated on her.
Yeah. Half the time I'm watching that show going, this really happens to people.
And no, it does.
It really happens.
And I'm just like,
people living double lives.
Oh my goodness. Not the double life.
Like a whole family in another state.
Man, I think I seen an episode where he was like, of course, they was gay or whatever, but he never knew what his boyfriend was doing. So of course they go to this show. The show shows him he is a merman. He was taking his money to have a surgery so he can look more like a merman.
Oh my god.
And I'm like,
that's not even.
And he had an account, like a GoFundMe, but he was taking money from his boyfriend, because his boyfriend, of course, was a social media person. He had money and stuff like
That's
that.
crazy.
But I was just like, what? And he said, you never let me be myself. See?
Yourself is not a merman.
But to him, that is himself.
Okay, the one thing that I'm learning from that show is people don't know how to be honest in their relationship.
Yes.
They always have a feeling that they have to hide portions of themselves.
Yes. No. I totally agree. And I'm just like, if you let him be himself, then he would have opened you up like, you know what, this is why I like it. Because there is a lot of women that actually put on, look like a mermaid, and they swim, and they do that for fun, or they do that for kids, and that's what he was saying. He was just like, he said, I do it for kids, birthday parties and everything else. I just wanted my body to look more like a merman. And I was just like, oh, that is sad, because he felt like he couldn't open up to his partner. And that would let his partner, him robbing him, that ain't right.
No, that's not right.
That ain't right. But that goes back to, like, this emotional cheating, physical cheating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because people don't feel comfortable with the partner.
And then some of them only been together for 1 year. I'd be like, what?
That's not that long. I feel like it does take a little bit longer to still, build and get to know that person.
Because I'm sorry, you can be with somebody for 2-3 years. Some things about that person, you'll be like, oh, I never knew you liked that. Oh, I never knew you did this. You still learning about that person.
Yeah.
Day after day, years after year. how long you with this person? And it's
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
because I tell people, you know, you have to be in a relationship, you have to be willing to change with that person. And if you're not willing to change
Yeah.
with that person is going to leave you.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to be willing to grow and, you know, hit the hills, hit the valleys with that person.
Yep.
Whatever life throws at you, you guys are tackling it together.
Yes.
Exactly.
I totally agree.
And communication and honesty, like you mentioned before, is a big part of that. You gotta be honest and you gotta communicate this honesty about things with that person, with your partner.
Exactly.
I totally agree. So we're going to take a brief break. We'll be right back. Enjoy the music. Let me fix you. It's not. Okay, so. Alright, Crystal. We're probably going to call it short. We're going to call that segment short. And then I'm going to bring in Deju. Let me bring in Deju. You want to finish up?
I mean, we don't really have to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
We should have had it.
Okay, we done.
I was like, the things that I wrote.
Oh, just say we done. Alright, Crystal. We see you later.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye, Crystal. We're still working it out.
So we're going to come back. We just want to have a home discussion.
And then let's finish off on a
Okay, and
what's communication and honesty are the best policy.
okay, you want to do the end of the point?
I mean, the moral of the story is.
Alright, ready? You. Alright, we're back. Crystal had to go, but this discussion was something we both came about, you know, just watching TV on the couch, just having a conversation slowly. So, we're going to have more discussions like this, and the discussions are just going to get deep a little bit, you know. But Shy is going to leave you with some more
Wisdom. A little bit of wisdom. I mean, I'm not the wisest person in the world. We've been together for going on 4 years, and we're learning a lot. And we hope that some of the things that we say, may help somebody else. That's all. So
True.
tonight, the moral of the story is emotional cheating the same as physical cheating? I think we've all agreed that it's the same. They're on equal playing fields, and they do the same amount, if not more, harm to relationships. So, food for thought. Communication and honesty is the best policy in your relationship. If you feel like you can't talk to your partner, then that's where something is wrong.
Agreed. And we going.